video, but some of my videos, for some odd reason, seem to be locked as private. So we're going to talk about staging assistance. Officers like to do this. Their departments like to do this. This is where they spend literally thousands of your dollars and they stage assistance for somebody over a $30 pair of friggin' shoes or $100 worth of Christmas presents. You guys have all seen these. They post them up all the time. See, when you record the police doing something wrong, it does a lot of damage to their persona, to their public image. And they're not going to do anything about these officers. They want to make themselves out to be the good guys, though. So they want to stage assistance. You know that lady that they go to her house and she's poor, so that officer goes there and they got a camera crew outside and, well, they also cut scene to the inside when the lady opens the door and she acts all surprised. What the fuck is she doing with a goddamn camera crew behind her? Well, you wouldn't think that would be surprising, would it? Oh, by the way, we're willing to give you some shoes or some Christmas presents for your kids. We got to turn this into a photo op for our officers. So what we're going to do is we're going to have you come to the door and we need you to act really surprised and really excited. It's staged, moron. When you catch those officers outright breaking the law, that's not staged. Those officers did those things knowingly, willfully, and intentionally. And no amount of staging helping a woman with $30 shoes or $100 in Christmas presents is going to fix the fact that police presence is not needed nor warranted if they are not going to do their jobs. Then they want to use this defunding crap as an excuse to not do their jobs. With all due respect, you were defunded because you kept murdering homeless and black people. Oh wait, no. Just the black people, because no one cares about the homeless. Which is the reason we're the most victimized people in the country. This is why homeless people account for 81% of those incarcerated nationwide. Now they're able to boost the numbers by claiming that everybody who is homeless is mentally ill and dangerous. Ronald Reagan, throwing all them disabled people out on the streets, made it so that, first of all, street people have to deal with actual crazy people, first of all. Second of all, we take the blame often for these crazy people. And the general public just assumes that we all must be crazy people who chose this victimization. And that's exactly what it is victimization. Now these cops are gonna drag this shit out as long as they can and not do anything about it. And they might pretend that they want to actually help me after they tow my vehicle and all the evidence in it and want to demand money from me to get it back. For me to have to jump through all these goddamn hoops just to make a fucking police report is horse shit. As soon as they find out that I'm not able to do it over the internet, they tell me that's the only way I can do it. Well, if I had assistance, which I don't, then I could do it that way. I spent a lot of money for people who promised to assist me with that. The fact that I gave them money and the fact that they did not keep their end of the bargain is illegal and felonious. people get away with these crimes by choosing their victims carefully. The most likely person in the United States to be targeted by a serial killer is not a black person, it's a homeless person. The most likely person to be shot by the police is not a black person, it's a homeless person. The person most likely to be railroaded by the courts is not a black person, it's a homeless person. Now, many of you want to pull that crap on me. You know what the difference is? I'm not pretending it's okay to do these things to black people just because they happen more to the homeless. I'm not telling black people to go to the back of the bus because they're taking away from the real most marginalized people in the country. I'm not telling women that they can't speak up and can't fight for their rights. I'm not doing those things. Matter of fact, I fight for their rights as hard as I fight for mine. But if I see a racist rhetoric, I'm going to call it out. I don't care what color you are. I don't care what gender you are. I don't care what religion you hold dear to your heart. If you use it or abuse it to manipulate or harm others, you've done wrong. And no matter how much you want to hide it, I will pursue you in court. And I understand that I am denied the rights to take you to court. But that hasn't stopped me. Legally, it is my right. But in reality, as Marcia Estrada put it, I got to deal with all this sleight of hand. All of these excuses to do absolutely nothing. There's Mr. Dean. Anyway, it's a tough fight. That is a beautiful Model A. Check that out.
My neighbor had one kind like that.
That's isn't this a 5-window coupe? Maybe I'll ask the guy who owns it when he comes out.
What?
Maybe I'll ask the guy who owns it when he comes out. How you doing today?
Good. That may kind of, have the suspension. Like a, maybe put some Dana 44s on. 258 springs up the top.
I wouldn't even know how to bore that out.
Huh?
I wouldn't even know how to bore that out. 258?
Yeah, there's a 358, 248 on the 6. And they had the 238, 228 on the 34.
You know, the other day the cops stopped me and were talking to me about somebody throwing rocks. At first I thought they might have been talking about you, but we found the guy who was actually doing it.
Yeah.
He wasn't throwing rocks though, he was coming down from meth. See you in a bit, Dean. He's another feller I'm worried about getting blamed for stuff here. He's a little different. Well, he's a lot different. But different don't mean bad. He's got a lot of mental issues, but he's nonviolent. He's non-threatening. And if he feels threatened, then his voice gets elevated and he starts talking louder, and you know that he feels threatened or scared. Oh, wow. They got a bunch of them cars. I think that one over there is a 3-window coupe or a three-window touring car, I think is what it is. It looks like they're all Model A's though. The other one on the other side might be a Model T. I'm gonna go take a look at them. Anyway, y'all be safe, stay out of trouble or don't get caught, and remember, just keep her.